Come on, Zoom. We got it. Good morning, and welcome to this morning's meditation. Ah, as we begin today's journey, it's important to note that it is a full moon. We're on the tail end of a full moon um, in Scorpio, just coming through Aries. So, with that being said, it is a big one. A lot of just deep, raw energies, probably a lot of triggering energies and activations, and a great opportunity for us to kind of dig deep and find some of those chords of resonance, if you will, those threads, the metas that are needing root source seed energies, I want to say, within our own inner weaves that are needing just a twist, some refinement, some cranking up. And so where we're going today is about all of the places on the external that we've been looking for protection when really there's somewhere internally that we can draw it up even more powerfully and allow that resonance to uh, at a frequency level vibrate more more strongly. So with that, I want to have everyone close their eyes, taking a nice deep breath in and a nice big exhale out. And another nice deep breath in and a nice big exhale out. And so as you feel into your body today, let's go ahead and begin with a light link. Just sending your consciousness up to the sun and feeling the earth beneath your feet as you simultaneously, like a flower, raising and opening to the sunshine and feeling the stretch of your toes, your roots down into the earth. Go ahead and make that stretch. And if you were to be that flower reaching down into the earth and petals stretching to the sky, be sure you feel that expansion through the center of the core of your body. Really feel this stretching out as though you're a piece of putty within this light link, letting yourself be pulled up through the shoulders, down through the hips, up through the shoulders, down through the hips, like putty, really being stretched out so that you're no longer just a nice little flower blooming in the garden, but a nice long vine or tree reaching all the way through the cosmos and all the way into the depths of the earth. And now feeling that light link again, as though you are now holding the sun as your mind, your arms wrapping around it, as though you're hugging your head, and as though you're holding the sun in your belly, the earth in your belly, I should say, like the sun. Having stretched yourself multidimensionally, the sun to the earth to the sun, feeling yourself as this great cosmic being, and then coming back to the third dimension and just feeling yourself as the flower, roots in the earth, stretching to the crystal quartz, tickling it with your toes, and petal of the flower, stretching to the sun to capture its rays. Nice deep breath in here. Nice big exhale out. Just take a few moments here to breathe and allow your mind to bounce between both the earthly human construct as well as the cosmic construct, the meta construct, the greatest expression of who you are. Nice deep breaths in licking the lips and relaxing the jaw. Nice big inhale and exhale. All right, our journey is ready for us. As I mentioned at the beginning of our meditation, we are going to wind our way in today. Do this meta frequency around the theme of protection. But protection is an external word, and it comes from a perceived weakness or link in the fields, an energetic where there isn't enough strength to hold the field intact. So we get to find that today. And in particular, it's typically on the masculine side because the feminine runs the current or the exchange, the currency, the flow. The masculine holds the framework. And so if that framework is weak inside, if there's infrastructure inside, it's going to, and the current becomes too strong, it's going to snap or crack or fracture. Nice deep breath in and exhale out. So oftentimes what we'll do is we'll look to the external to regulate or to control. So if we had family or manipulation or dysregulation in the family unit, especially as kids, which we all did to an extent, obviously some to much greater significance or degrees than others, then we either built up a lot of external weakness, but we were always, that inner child was always seeking protection. And so there becomes a gap in the coding sequence around this area because the protection didn't exist in this one particular area. So nice deep breath in here. What I want to have you do, that's the spot we want to root out. So it's like, I want you to envision your childhood as, I want you to see it as a loom, but not as a loom that's been woven. I just want you to envision a loom with all of the threads going vertically across. Go ahead and pull the loom with all loom. That too, but this time loom with all of the threads going vertically across. And what we know to be true is that mom and dad, or whoever was holding the energy for masculine and feminine, are on each side of the loom, but I don't even want you to go that deep into it. All I need you to focus in on is the sequence of those looms. And we could think of these like harps, strings on a harp, or piano keys. Or you could see them as strings across the loom. And what I'm specifically looking for here for you are missing strings. Go ahead and find missing, frayed, or broken strings on the loom. And that's what I want you to sequence. I want you to find those missing, frayed, or broken strings. Nice deep breaths in. And you don't need to see the weaving. We're going pre-weaving. We're going in this specific energetic. You've got it. Keep going. All right. I feel like everyone should have it by now. Where these strings are, I want you to envision in your pocket, in your hand, is a new thread of string, new cording. It's silver. It is the strongest. It's beyond silver. Call it Sylvestra. And you're just going to run that, threading that cord into just imagining and restringing your loom. And you can even call on a guide. It doesn't have to be you. You can call on a guide to stitch this through. And now, without realizing it, as that completes on that loom, that's your inner childhood. Now I want you to bring down the next rack. I bet you didn't realize it, but there's another rack here. And I want you to drop that down. And this loom is the next one it needs to be. It could be first relationship, it could be next sequence. And again, depending if who this needs to be patterning, because you could be patterning the need for, it depends on who was your weak point, right? Did you need protection from mom? Did you need protection from dad? Did you need mom to step in? Did you need dad to step in? And I don't want you analyzing or thinking about that in this moment. We're just restringing. That's getting way too sequenced and detailed in this moment. The field knows, your body knows, your superconscious knows. We're just opening and letting the magic work. So go ahead and string this next one. Almost complete. All right, there we go. And then we're going to move these two to the side. And there's one that was actually hidden underneath the loom, the first loom we worked. There it was. Oh, maybe that's why we were saying womb, because it was the loom from the womb. Gotta love that. Oh, look, and it's starting to rain. So grabbing that womb loom and go ahead and reweave with your silver thread this loom. Oh, yeah. This is where it is. Oh, this one almost hurts. This one almost hurts for everyone. Oh, this is where the frequency locks are. Oh, keep going, everyone. You've got this. So frequency lock is where we think that our issues and our stories are because we've locked in with a partner at a certain frequency. And yes, that's true because they will become our control for the level at which we're able to manifest. But it's also not true because our energetic lifetime can also be controlled by the frequency our soul got set with coming in the womb. So we're resetting that right now, and those frequency locks are typically set in the womb. How much energy did you come in with? So again, just restring this. In fact, if you would care to set it to your blueprint frequency, if not greater, and braid in your frequency with mom and dad in that original DNA sequence. So it looks like a braiding of frequency as opposed to you adjusting to their frequency. Let them now adjust to your DNA and its frequency. You came in as a pretty high energetic being. So again, braid that up into your frequency. Your high energetic being needed significant protection. In the field, in the frequency at birth, it didn't exist on planet Earth, the level of energy and protection you needed, but it does now. That's the secret. The metas you needed to be who you are today didn't exist then, but you can give that to yourself through this womb loom. I love that word, womb loom now. So going into that original sequencing, build that in, build the proper frequency into that DNA sequencing through this womb loom now, and just imagining stringing that loom up back and forth from top to bottom, running this thread of Sylvestra, of the energetic that's needed, that mom and dad at the time, their DNA sequencing as it comes together, just couldn't pull through, running it through. So there are no more weak links in the framework, in the structure. And I'm about just so like 2/3 of the way across the loom. I've been going left to right. Maybe it's different for you. I'm about 2/3 away across stringing. It's like a braiding with what was, but a restringing. And there's an energetic lock here. So this feels like a key point. It's a choice point and an unlock. This is where the frequency unlocks into where we are today. Nice deep breaths in. This is where we hit what looks like in the sequence your glass ceiling. So just give me a moment. Calling on, this is collective, your collective choice. And for everyone here, this is an activation point. So calling forward the Sophia, calling forward the Enki line, and really your energetic coding sequence and choice to take a stand for truth, for integrity, for light, for love, to be the change maker that you came here to be, to activate at a greater and higher purpose and in service. The song by Snodham Kaur comes to mind, Servant of Peace. Nice deep breath in, exhaling out. Letting yourself feel those words, your vows of truth resonate as from here forward the loom stitches itself in. This is that moment where you stepped into partnership with the divine. No longer just you flying solo, but you in partnership as in free will, as a choice to be one with spirit, to re-emerge into the collective field, having journeyed through human, now choosing with spirit to bring the incredible codes of life and sovereignty into the greater realm. And gift that love and these frequencies of light to humanity to its sovereignty. And so it is that we no longer see the missing threads on the loom, but we see a full sequence running. There is no more gap. There is no more. It's like the way this appeared was like missing keys on the keyboard, missing strings, or if we were to imagine a bridge and like a bridge with planks, a hanging, a suspension bridge that you would walk across a ravine on, and it's missing several planks. And you had to somehow just hang and get across with your hands and kind of take a leap of faith. That's what we were looking at, but now it is perfectly sequenced for you to go weave your web, stitch in your stories, bring this incredible light into creation. And so, with that, I invite you to pop this weaving off of the loom and allow its fleece to wrap around you, to wrap around as it comes into your heart, each and every cell, to feel its strength reverberate out and through not only your body, but your entire rib cage. To feel the sequences needed, no longer strained under pressure, to feel the fortitude and the strength and the confidence so that you no longer look to the external for strength, for your inner strength merely attracts the strength that is needed to go do the work that uplifts and awakens humanity and the world into their sovereignty. Taking a couple nice deep breaths in, licking your lips, relaxing your jaw, rolling your shoulders. So much love to all of you. With that, namaste. Yeah, and we'll see you all next week.